we have constantly said no president in my lifetime has ever said that we don't want to get regime change in Pyongyang. We say it all the time. We're open about it. There's nothing hidden. Trump was less so than the others, which is why they were willing to talk, I think. But we constantly make it clear we don't want the regime to stay in power. Our government makes it clear. At the same time, we also say we refuse to take first use of nuclear weapons in a war with North Korea off the table. And in that environment, if I'm Kim Jong Un, I'm going to want nuclear weapons too, because it's the only meaningful deterrent that they can possibly have against the world's largest superpower. I mean, as he told me, he said, Gaddafi gave up his weapons of mass destruction, and you guys killed Gaddafi. He's like, Saddam Hussein let weapons inspectors look all over his country for weapons of mass destruction. They didn't find any. You lied to the UN and bombed them anyway. Pakistan, they had nuclear weapons, and you didn't try to overthrow the regime to get Osama bin Laden when they held him, even though he was your number one enemy. So there's all these reasons that they're going to want to have nuclear weapons, and that really should not be the focus of our discussions at this point, because it's kind of a foregone conclusion. You have a country there that's got existential threat through essentially living under martial law because they're scared to death that the United States and the other world powers are going to try to remove the regime and change the government, and no one in this country seems to be denying it. The sanctions and everything else seem to be aimed at pressuring them to change the leadership and to destabilize the regime. And of course, it's not working. But I have to question the very concept that this is a good thing, because destabilizing that regime and risking regime change is the one situation where nuclear weapons actually get used by them. Because, in Iraq after the war, the first thing we did was take everybody in the Ba'ath Party and remove them from power. We said, you can't be in the new government. You guys are no good. And so anybody that has access to the nuclear weapons is certainly in the party in North Korea. And they realize that if there's an end to the regime, they're done, right? They have no future. So, of course, they're going to do anything they can not to face that reality. And if they're pushed to a point of no return, why not launch a strike? Why not just go out in a blaze of glory and prove to the world that you actually had this power and could stand up to the world's number one superpower?